pardon my refrigerator. Little wind chimes outside. It's a really calm and quiet day, so little things like my refrigerator or a wind chime could be really, really noticeable. It's a sensitive day today. We're being really sensitive to our needs, sensitive to the signals our body is giving us. And we're responding to that sensitivity. We're not shaming it, we're responding. And this is how we're doing it. We'll begin first by lighting our candle, always. Love the mermaid. There's a merman on the back too. I light our candle in the name of love, in perfect love and perfect trust, to alert our spirit guides that we're here, we're open, we're listening, and we are ready to receive the messages that are meant for us. Lovely, lovely. Maybe grab something yummy to drink and light a candle yourself if you'd like to. We have some other spell elements, some really gorgeous things to share in today's session, and a few tarot cards. And don't feel like you have to do those things for yourself, because I've done it for us. This single, simple flame is a focal point. It's a place for you to relax and focus and set your intention for our time together. My intention is to be more sensitive to my needs, more sensitive to my body, more responsive. Today we will be placing a few things in a basket to set up an altar. Some of those things are from my garden, and some of those things I've collected over the years. And some of those things are dried from last year's garden. Some of them are alive right now. And the last few videos, you've seen this bloom to life, and finally, oh my goodness, full bloom. Look at this gorgeous hyacinth. Magnificent. And the aroma. YouTube, you gotta get some smell-o-vision going. This is the most rich, potent fragrance. Just repotted these hyacinth in this vessel, which I just love because it's got little feet. Just looks like it's alive. So beautiful. And that's a really gorgeous living spell element. And this beautiful vessel. petals just flying off of some really beautiful sunset sunflowers that I grew in my garden last year. Don't you love this black vessel? I did a black and white holiday decor in my house. I got black and white vessels that I put on my mantle with black beads. They looked so amazing for the winter solstice. And sunflowers represent friendship. And this is a flower time of the year. It's Taurus season when I'm creating this video for us. And this is the time where we celebrate flowers. We celebrate nectar that flows through our body. We celebrate flowers as being openings that invite life in. And I feel like flowers slow time down a little tiny bit and will assist us in our ability to be here for ourselves, for our self-love, which I believe is a sensual thing. We travel through portals that are provided with our senses. There's like 28 known senses, known because they're still being discovered all the time. Our body has relationships between the senses and our environment. And without the communication, the essential communication of our body's sensation, communicating to us, telling us what our needs are, we wouldn't be able to know the distance between here and there. We wouldn't know how to place ourselves in a chair. We wouldn't know the pleasures that are summoning us. So, Taurus season is all about the body. Taurus is an earth sign, which is represented by the direction of north. The element of earth is our body. It's our abundance. It's our food. And when we grow things in our garden like flowers, it connects us greater to our own physical body. And it really slows down time. I love the way the dried flower in the black vessel looks next to the bright white vessel with the living hyacinth. That was my kitty, Juniper. I feel like it's extra magical when we get a black cat meow during our videos. I've also collected this gorgeous angel quartz with fairies in it. Look how beautiful this piece is. Isn't that absolutely stunning? I love it so much. It looks amazing lit up at night. It looks so beautiful with morning light going through it. There's this sort of band of fractal elements through here that's just stunning, isn't it? This is a piece that also reminds me to slow down time and listen for angelic messages, listen for my guardians and guides to greet me and signal through my body's feelings, through my body's actual sensation, what my needs are. Taurus rose quartz. This is a really special chunk of rose quartz that is raw. It's perfect for the palm. It weights my body a little bit, and it's got this beautiful groove inside of it. The groove, I'll often just sort of pet and run my thumb along it while I'm reading a book or hanging out. Whenever I'm relaxing, I like to pick up this stone and just pet it. There's a fabulous thumb groove. Do you see this? It's perfect for, regulating my body, my systems. If I'm in extreme pleasure or if I'm in extreme anxiety, this is a way that I can kind of meet that wavy middle, is by just kind of stroking this rose quartz, peacefully relaxing, appreciating its weight, appreciating its color. And I've taken it to the beach many, many times to give it a little bath and charge it up by the light of the moon. This is freshly charged by the Libra full moon. I'm a Libra sun and I'm a Taurus rising, so this period of time between the full moon and the coming up new moon are very special for me. Gorgeous. One other way that I can be there for my body is to use feathers first on a crystal just to dust it off. And just to take my sensitivity a little bit more sort of zoomed in. Oh, I wonder if this sounds nice. Comment below if this sounds yummy or if there's another way that I can activate this subtle sound of the feather. I also really love to just pet myself with feathers and give myself just a soft break, really pamper my body, pamper myself, pet my hair, love my body. I know it's not really popular in our culture right now to show ourselves so much affection, but I find that how I treat myself is how I can have more capacity to treat others. It really feels so gorgeous too. So I've got a couple of spell elements that I want to bring together, and then a few tarot cards for you from my tarot deck, Moon Baby Magic Tarot. This basket is so good. I found out it's seagrass. It's called seagrass, this weave, this natural fiber. It's beautiful. I thought it was hemp at first. And I've got two things inside of it from my apothecary to show you that I like to add together as spell elements. powerful whole clove. So great for year-round. I know clove gets a lot of love and attention at the holidays. I love creating a personal self-care spell with cloves. Cloves are great for protection. And if you can't protect your own body, your own personal home of your body, now's a great time to learn. It's just super, super important. You really can't be protective of others if you can't be protective of yourself first. I've got my trusty wooden vessel. I love having natural vessels, either things made of woven grass, wood, ceramics. I just love glass. I love velvet pouches. This is one of my favorite vessels. Isn't it pretty? Cloves are great for piercing and introducing to citrus. They're great for burning. They make a gorgeous incense. Cloves grid really beautifully as well. So you can create patterns, hearts and stars and moons out of cloves on a flat mat or your altar cloth. Can you tell what that is just by looking at it? This is Damiana. Damiana is beautiful for dream work, dealing with your subconscious mind, with physical manifestations that you're working on bringing into fruition in your life. What's your favorite usage for Damiana? Let me know. I love learning from other mystics, other magical folks, gardeners, and just plant lovers in general. These two together are beautiful incense allies. They burn fabulously together. These are really beautiful on an open flame. So if you have a bonfire, using cloves and Damiana together to throw into the fire, especially if you're feeling dysregulated or super, super excited about a new love affair. There's so many ways that you can take yourself into the center of your experience if you feel too high, or you can lift yourself kind of out of the dumps into a form that could be more, how do I want to say it without feeling pushy? Do you know sometimes when you just have to go to work and you don't feel like it? Taking yourself from that slower moving energy into a position where you need to drive your car or go to the grocery store or just take care of life things. I think these two spell elements work really great when you're trying to keep yourself into that useful center, if that makes sense. Nothing beats rest. Rest is the most important thing. Sometimes you just gotta do stuff, right? Even if you feel like you just need that extra boost of self-love, or if you don't have time to take a nap, I love a quick little incense burn, big glass of water, a nice piece of toast, and boom, on your way. So, Taurus season tarot cards that can be really lovely. I've got 4 of them right now. Let's start with the Ace of Waves, aka the Ace of Cups, with the keyword conception. Ace of Waves is from Love&Magick Tarot. Oh, look at the backs too. Yummy. And it's a really important reminder that you can completely transmute and become new again every lunation. A full lunation has 8 phases, and this new moon is the very first phase. So every time there's a new moon, you have the ability to begin again. Remember that on this channel in 2022, I am live streaming every new moon. And so I want to invite you to come in and do the practice of creating space for new beginnings, where you love yourself, you lay your burdens down, you rest on the new moons, and we can do that live together on my channel here. This next new moon I'll be gathering with Casey Zabala. We are friends. We're both Taurus rising, so that's special for Taurus season. And Casey is the founder of Modern Witches Confluence. They've got a beautiful YouTube channel. You can check it out in the description of today's video. This is an important card because we're moving into eclipse season. There's a solar eclipse on this next new moon. Eclipses travel together. There's always a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse together, either before or after each other. The solar eclipse is first on this new moon, and we'll be talking about this. It's special to me because this card is adorned with a photo that my love took of this super lunar eclipse, the blood moon lunar eclipse from January 31st in 2018. So that was a very big, brand new moment for me, because that's the moment that my bestie and I toggled AngelaMaryMagic.com live during the eclipse. So eclipses are really fabulous. We're going to talk about eclipses more during the live stream, so gather with us. I'll put the link to the live stream in today's description, okay? A really important tarot card for Taurus season is the Hierophant. Really, really important card. The keywords are emotional intelligence. This is a time to truly listen to the wisdom of your lived experience. You can only do that by creating less noise, letting go of things that are demanding your attention, and really being there for yourself so you can hear your own wisdom, the wisdom of your body. This is a card that's just drenched in psychic messages, and so quiet the noise in your life so you can really hear that wisdom shining through. You can really hear what it is that your body needs. Another fantastic couple of cards are both from the Caves suit. The suit that represents the body, the Six of Caves, and the Nine of Caves, aka Six of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles have keywords on them. The Six of Caves has the keyword willing. The Nine of Caves keyword is prosperity. And oh my, opening yourself up to receive is a challenging thing for a lot of us, especially folks that are really sensitive. I consider myself a very sensitive person. The Six of Caves is about softening to receive, and the Nine of Caves is about creating nourishment for yourself. Even if you have experiences where you've been hurt and you've dusted yourself off, this is showing up for yourself at that table, even though you feel depleted, to recognize that and give yourself the pleasures of the flesh that you very vitally need to thrive. The Nine of Caves is very special to me because I was very fortunate and blessed and honored to speak about it on the wonderful podcast Between the Worlds. I was invited by Amanda and Carolyn that create the show to share what I love and know about this card, and they shared some wisdom back with me. Amanda suggested that I weave in what I brought to the show for everyone that subscribes to my newsletter, my very infrequent love notes. And I'm inviting you to subscribe to those. You can just look in the description of today's video. And when you subscribe to my newsletter, you receive 9 different prompts that are tarot-based or wisdom-based or journal-based prompts, all about the inspiration that I shared on that podcast. I will also put in the description of today's video that episode of Between the Worlds. Thank you again, Amanda and Carolyn, for inviting me on your show. It was a massive highlight of 2021 and totally changed my life. I have had the courage to create these ASMR videos in my actual lived experience in my 56-year-old body because I was on that show. So I will be forever grateful to Amanda and Carolyn for that invitation. Oh my goodness. If you enjoy beautiful sound, the aural sound that Carolyn Pennypacker Riggs creates for Between the Worlds podcast is beyond delicious. Like, they are an incredible professional. I felt like I was like panting when we recorded the show, and somehow she took it all out. The show is gorgeous, and Carolyn also creates the music for the show. Amanda Yates Garcia is a friend of mine, and they are powerful, powerful witch. They go by Oracle of LA on Instagram. I will put both of their links in the description of today's video. And they helped me through a really painful, magnificent shift in my life. From inviting me on that show, they never could have known that, but it was the magic that I was trying to face for a long, long time. And on a psychic level, somehow Amanda picked that up and invited me on the show to just share that with you today. Taurus season is about physical healing. It's about physical pleasure. It's about finding a way back into thriving and back into pleasure after painful times. And there's a lot that you can learn from listening to the episode of the podcast and from really softening your perceptions to receive. And that means blessings, feasts, sweet kisses, everything. Giving yourself the credit of your lived experience with the emotional intelligence from our Hierophant card. And beginning again with the Ace of Waves, with the keyword conception. I hope you enjoyed our Taurus season video today. I've got some gorgeous things to show you that are blooming in my garden right now, so stick around for some beautiful just tendernesses that are blooming. The nectar is just flowing on my night walks. It is intoxicating because the air is just filled with gorgeous flower nectar. I'll see you for our live stream on the new moon. And please remember that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell. This is our self-love Taurus season spell. Take good care. Love you too. Good.